I'm doing it for my daughter.
So you're talking about like up in like the now it's that bad up in like West Hollywood, Beverly Hills line?
It just looks like dude. Every place is like degenerated.
Never mind.
Well, first of all, like the beach, I'm blanking out, but Venice.
Yeah, I used to live in Venice, that's why.
So that always had a homeless problem.
Always.
It didn't go all the way up the boardwalk, all the like after pandemic and they closed it down, it got, I don't know if it's like a real estate scam to make the real estate cheap or something.
Yeah.
But it's almost on purpose to fuck up this bad.
They shoveled them into the mainland.
It's a beautiful couple.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where we'll go.
The thing is fucked up is if you go to like downtown, do you ever see that? Downtown LA, it's like Calcutta.
Oh,
it's not as nice as the Depression. You know, if you see the Depression, they have like nice metal shacks they made.
Yeah. Steampunk homeless shacks.
Yeah, that's like advanced compared to what it is now.
Wow.
And now they're pushing, like now that, what's that American Psycho kid, Newsome. He's like issuing an order to get it cleaned. There's like $23 billion just missing that was supposed to clean this up because everybody just steals.
What? He's like, what? I don't know.
Well, now he's not replacing Biden for sure. So he's going to, now he's like, hey, we got to clear this out right now. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It's not like they, they could just build some houses and put him in there.
He's going to make bug skitter sounds and nothing's going to happen.
God damn, what a piece of shit that guy is.
They tested me for 5 minutes and everybody immediately rejected me.
I bet you he would put up if it had been him versus Trump, this asshole would probably put up the best challenge because of his hair.
He can jump rope. Yeah, he looks like a TV politician.
Yeah, that's what people are like hungry for again, that are into that.
Good idea.
And I think his wife's the one that he stole from his friend. I think
that?
Biden did that with his wife too, right?
Yeah. Didn't he fuck his friend's wife?
His campaign manager.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's not your job to have the same mercy that God has for the people that are like shitting on the street outside your house. It's their problem to work it out and get mercy and empathy from God. Fine, but we don't have to tolerate living in a society like this. It's just not the way that we're supposed to. And by the way, it's an attack. The fact that there's like in any major metropolitan area, you could arrest probably 1,000 people and crime would disappear. Violent crime would disappear. And the police know who those 1,000 people are. Everybody knows. The FBI knows. The DA's office knows. Everybody knows who the 1,000, the 500 to 1,000, it might even be 100. There might even be 100 people in these violent crime-ridden cities that are doing most of the crime. That's a real thing though. It could be solved overnight. Same goes for homelessness. If America, if anybody in any position of power wanted to solve homelessness, it's something that we could start working towards. But the fact that they're like allowed to set up shop wherever they want and create a huge fucking problem and like litter a playground with needles and stuff. Who are you having empathy for? Any library that's had like a homeless outreach program, the computers are just full of porn and they have like, it's just for homeless guys to jack off. They're horny, they're schizophrenic, they should be isolated from society. Them being in society means that someone's gonna get, a car's gonna get set on fire, whatever. Life is gonna become unlivable in a sense. That's not empathy, that's just performative virtue signaling, shuffling pain around and not solving any kind of problem. But
they're there for a reason, and it's to torture you.
Yeah, they're there for a reason. It's to torture you. You need to get your own shit together, and just be. Anytime anyone hits you with that, oh, you should really try to put yourself in their shoes. Just start playing with it. Just start fucking around. If anybody's like anybody at work is like, oh, you need to put yourself in their shoes. Just agree and amplify. Oh, I know, it's so bad. Last year I helped out, I got these 10 guys, and I got them shaved up, and I bought them all suits from Men's Warehouse. And now they're working. Now they're finally working again. They have a sense of power and control over their lives. What did you do last year to help them?
That's a good tactic.
You didn't do anything? Like the whole year you didn't do anything to help them? Oh. Hit somebody with that for one. See how that feels. Yeah. It feels fucking awesome, by the way. When you hit someone with that.
Yeah, I lived in their shoes and I bought them new shoes.
Yeah.
Actually, did you buy them new shoes?
Yeah.
Also, God is a God of justice too. Like, you're not supposed to tolerate sin or harming people or putting children in a predicament where they can get step on a needle. There's a recontextualization of turn the other cheek that has been turned against Christians to be like, oh, just forgive forever. No, it's like unjust to let somebody unjust get away without being punished, actually. It's really the state's problem that they should be fixing. You shouldn't have to go out and vigilante and FAFO. We shouldn't have to FAFO, you know, and then put yourself at risk.
Time.
It's FAFO time, baby.
With $25, hello, Sambo. What do you think of Charles's targeted and intentional homeless theory in big cities? The dreadful energy it all harvests is major.
I think that's is that something that's even proven by documentation? I feel like that's not even a conspiracy theory. I feel like you can find documents to back that up. Is that my imagination or not? That's the idea that one of the reasons why there are these fucking homeless people everywhere trying to stick a knife inside you. The reason for that is that it's intentional to lower the quality of life and increase the sort of psychic chaos that is part and parcel of living in a big city. And I think that's it's not a stretch to say that that's intentional. I don't know if there are certain things I think Charles he's very focused on what's intentional, and I don't know if I'm not as comfortable drawing the line between what's intentional and what is just a byproduct of ineptitude and the inefficiency that comes with scale and the misaligned incentives for politicians. Like the political power is the effect that it has on the brain is the same effect that like cocaine has on a brain, which is why cocaine and crack and drugs like this go hand in hand sometimes with people who are in positions of power, disproportionately sort of based. If you're looking at, you know, a white person in a high income bracket, it doesn't make sense that they'd be doing crack. But you see it disproportionately with politicians, and one reason for that is that the effect that political power has on the brain is the same effect that cocaine has. I mean, you see fucking Zelensky, Rogers and Linsky, the Ukrainian guy. He's always sniffling and he's coked up. They're all coked up, but there's it's been said multiple times by many people that if you were to the person who would be a politically perfect leader is like the person who wants the job the least. And I don't think that that's necessarily the case, but it's like it does underline the fact that the incentives are not at all aligned with what the desired result should be. This is rambling, but no, I don't think that that's a stretch to say that the homeless shit is intentional.
We got Neckbeard Prime with 25. Thoughts on intermittent...
It wasn't this... You guys are young. It wasn't this way 15 years ago. You wouldn't be walking around a nice city 15 years ago and have a fucking crazy fucking guy walking around
going, "Hey, yo, Taliban K, 1477, this white boy trying to kill me. Hey, yo!" You would not have seen that 15 years ago, unless you were in the most abject ghetto. What are they gonna do out there? Come in here and start shit? I would love that. I would love it. Hey, yo, 1471, Taliban K, this white boy trying to kill me. Yeah. You wouldn't go 15, 20 years ago if you walked around London, England. So yeah, it's intentional.
But homeless people suck, man.
The closest thing I've seen to homeless ingenuity was here in Rhode Island, and I was driving. This guy sitting on the corner, and he had taken some sort of plastic, like, alcove thing, and he stuck a broken blind, like, you know those blinds that are just plastic rectangles? He stuck this blind in it. He wrote within this object, what did he write? He wrote, shit, I forget it. I forget what he wrote. He wrote something.
He probably wrote, "I suck."
No, he wrote something. It was.
Kill me with your car.
It was
suck.
Creative. It was very creative. It was like a little homeless person art project.
Yeah, we got creative bums out here. We got smart bums.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this in the past. There's this one bum who's like by the colleges, and he writes these signs that are designed to appeal to smarter people. So it'll say like, they want economics to rule us all.
Wow.
But that's the type of shit that he writes on his signs. Or
Genius.
like, he's like smart enough to know that the two-party system is like a scam kind of deal.
But this guy I'm talking about was an engineer, because he had this blind and it said peekaboo, and then when he pulled the blind out, it said, "Help me!"
He made a contraption.
It was, yeah.
Whoa.
And I wonder if he got any fucking money.
That's
Rube Goldberg
impressive.
machine.
Because that was a
He should have
25
used that to
cent
build
idea.
himself a job.
I should have pitched quarters at his forehead when I saw it. It was remarkable.
These people suck. Homeless people suck. Even the white ones are thieves. They're thieves, man. They're thieves. They're liars.
Junkies.
They're in the predicament they're in because they did something bad. They burnt all bridges. These people suck. And it's not you don't need to forgive them. You need to make money to pay for your own life. That's what you need to do. That's like forgiving some fuck up should be priority number 72,000 on your list of priorities. You're fat, you're out of shape, you have no money, your car sucks, you dress whack, you're online all the time, you're on Discord chatting with other guys. Like, bro, you have 62,781 priorities ahead of. Was he a Southern guy? He's probably not on Discord. If you're actually worried about forgiving the homeless, you're probably not on Discord. Nevertheless, it's not your problem. And if it's a social thing, if it's a workplace thing, just see what kind of fun you can have firing stuff back at people the same way they sell it to you, without a hint of sarcasm. Don't have a troll smirk on your face. Just actually tell them your plan to go help the homeless and see if you can rope them in. See how much time of their time you can waste. I bet you could make them homeless. How about that? If a person said some shit like that to me, I would do everything I could to make them homeless. I would get them first. I'd help them helping out at the soup kitchen. I'd bring them down to the soup kitchen every once a week. I'd say, "Oh, you don't want to help the homeless? You want to help them now? I was rich the whole time. That's my Mercedes back there. Fuck you."